Hi, this is Charles Bryant, Connor Pictures. In this episode, we're going to talk about the LanParte or LanParte 3-axis gimbal. Now, I've heard it pronounced several different ways, so if you know a better way to pronounce it, let me know in the comments below. See you on the flip side. If you're not real familiar with what a 3-axis gimbal is, it is basically a motorized version of the Steadicam or Glidecam. Now they make different versions. They make the large ones for your DSLR cameras or your major motion picture cameras, and they also make the smaller versions for like GoPros and mobile phones. Now the LanParte or the LanParte 3-axis gimbal is really designed for the GoPro and the mobile phone. It is so easy out of the box. I couldn't believe it. I've watched a lot of reviews on some of the other ones, and you would literally pull your hair out if you weren't used to it trying to balance the gimbal. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside this case. As you open it up, you've got a nice foam insert, which is very protective. The inner part is molded. It's real stiff foam, so it keeps it well protected from sloshing around when you're trying to travel around a bit. As you take this out, now, like I said, this is my own personal kit, so these things were not included. This is the GoPro mount, okay? This part here, where the actual GoPro fits around, or this fits around the GoPro, I'm a little disappointed, actually. It's a little flimsy. The plastic feels cheap. I haven't had a problem with it cracking, but I'm afraid through temperature changes and over the time that this will become brittle. Maybe not, but that's just my speculation. So I was kind of a little disappointed with that. But this is very solid. It's made out of metal or aluminum, some type of metal material. So a little bit more sturdy. This is going to be your charger, okay? Now it has a little funny looking front there. You might think, well, what in the world is that? Well, this is just an adapter, okay? It comes with several different adapters to take international. So if you travel all over the world, you should be able to use this in any kind of outlet and not have a problem. It does come with the American version, thank goodness, if I can get it out of here. Let me pull this other one out first. There we go. There we go. All right, so you'll just snap it right on there. It's not real hard. Clicks right on. It's on solid. It's not loose or anything like that, which I was impressed. And then if you look down here, there's a little button, okay? A little button that says push. So you push it, and you have to kind of dig down into it and slide this thing off. It's on there so good. Hang on. This is a better way to do it. There we go. So there you go. Real easy. You just slide that right back in there and put the other one in the place, and you're off and good to go. So I enjoyed that. I think that was a nice accessory to add, the charger with all the different outlet converters. So this part right here that I'm pulling out is another phone adapter. Okay, they give you two different sizes, which is awesome because some of you may have that iPhone 6 Plus or the Note 3 or any of those things, and those phones are gigantic. Okay, they're almost like tablets. So this will fit those larger phones or phones that have a large fat case to them. Okay, sometimes you get a phone that's this small and then the case around it is this large. So it kind of defeats the purpose, but that's a whole nother story. All right, so this part right here is the gimbal. Okay, and I'm going to slide this thing out. Now it's kind of flippy-floppy right now because there's nothing initialized. In my kit, I have the other battery already plugged in. However, there was not a spare battery included. I bought the spare battery. When you take the battery out, it just comes right out the bottom, and you can click the bottom here and it'll tell you exactly how charged up the battery is. I think that's a great feature. There's no guessing game, so you'll turn that off. Clip it right in there, and then you'll turn this on to initialize. Now do not, I repeat, do not turn this thing on without having the GoPro or the telephone or mobile phone engaged in there, because this thing will start going crazy because it works on a balanced system and it has an IMU of a 6-axis as well. So this thing goes kind of crazy and it may end up damaging the motors. I'm not an engineer, but just good practice and common sense. So let me show you with my iPhone. Now there again, it does not have to be an iPhone. It can be an Android phone or any other type of mobile device. And as you can tell, it's kind of leaning to the left. And they also give you a counterweight, so we're going to put that on. Let me grab this. Comes in a little bag right here, okay? And this counterweight comes with also a little small hex screw wrench that you can use to adjust these different plates, like the GoPro plate and also the larger cell phone mount plate. And you can use that little hex screw. If you lose it, I mean, you can find this pretty much anywhere. But this is the counterweight, okay, and it's going to fit on the bottom, and I'll show you a better angle in just a second here. But we're going to get this thing going right here. All right, here we go. Screw it in there. All right, good to go. Now, this bottom piece right here, that is a counterweight as well. You loosen this up, slide it forward, and you can adjust it all up and down this area here to adjust for your phone. I know where mine's balanced. It's all the way into the back. Now, seeing how it's kind of cocking to the, well, my right, your left, actually, probably. You basically just slide the phone forward just a little bit to the opposite side, and then bam, it's pretty much balanced. It's balanced as much as it could be. So you'll initialize it, okay? Turning it on right here. Let me get this thing. There we go. Give it a second. There it is. It's good to go, just like that. Good to go. Pretty awesome. I want to show you the pan and tilt. There's your pan. See how it does a slow ease in and ease out? That allows you not to get that jerky movement if you're doing some kind of a fast or a real quick scene, or if you're doing slow scenes too. Here is the tilt. You can kind of tell, go here. Now I'll show you this in the video that I made of my experience when I first went out and shot with this thing, so you'll be able to see this in more detail. Pretty awesome, huh? Real quick. Let me show you just how easy it is, even if it's not balanced. Now, there again, I don't recommend putting something in unbalanced. You're just putting extra stress on the motors, which, if you're an engineer, you're probably going, oh my gosh, you're gonna ruin something. You may, I don't know, I'm not an engineer. I just think, common sense wise, don't stress out the motors any more than you have to. So, but anyway, you can turn it on and it'll actually settle itself out, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. It takes a lot of stress off of anything else. You don't have to sit here for hours going, oh my gosh, I can't get this balanced. I get this side balanced and this side is off balance. I've seen some videos where people were just about to throw their gimbals out the window. Anyway, turn it off, it's good to go. Take your phone out. Now these two screws right here, you can actually use this little Allen key, and you're gonna pull them out, unscrew, and take this off, and you can then mount your GoPro, actually it'll go this way, your GoPro adapter in place of it. I, however, for sake of time, I'm not gonna do that. It's common sense, and you can have fun with that. So, like I said, let's go on outside, and I have made a video of me doing this so you can see what type of quality and the results you're going to get by using this. I'm a first-time user. I am just beginning to get started. I'm learning as much as fast as I can because I would really like to add this to my production work. So you'll get to see firsthand experience of an amateur using one of these gimbals. So if you, in turn, are an amateur, you're going to find out what type of quality that you're going to get. So even if a professional uses this, they'll probably get better quality because they will be more skilled. Steadicam or glide cam work is a very skillful art form. People go to school to learn how to do this, and it's practice, 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 practice. I can't imagine, or I can't explain or emphasize on how much practice you need to do. Don't expect to go out there and start shooting like a professional cinematographer because you're just not going to unless you are a prodigy of some sort, okay? So let's go outside and take a look at what I came up with, and you'll see for yourself. right, so now that we've saw this video, I hope that this has helped you learn a little bit about this gimbal, how it works, how easy it is to use, and through watching some of the videos that I've made, you get a better understanding of what kind of quality and results you're going to get from using this. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in your comments below, and make reel to reel. I will see you soon.